What's up, fam? Oh my gosh. I went through the worst week of ascension symptoms. So I don't know. I just feel like it was a lot of downloads. I can't say it was downloads because I was just in agony, right? And you hear people saying, like, okay, I go through these symptoms, go to the doctor, they can't find anything. And I knew it wasn't I knew it wasn't anything just like wrong with me, but I did feel like I was dying. But as you see, I'm here. I get a little bit of the pain trying to flare up, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Like, it was really bad. I don't even know how to explain it fully, but yeah, I'm just glad to be over that hump. I'm finna, here they go. I know I pulled out some cards. So let's just kind of tap in, see what messages we can get. Whew. I think I'm gonna go to the spa tomorrow. So we got emotions are running high. The energy is gaining momentum. And you are good enough. Bottom of the deck, a win-win forecast. So I don't know what you guys been going through. You could be going through a tough time, tough situation. But Spirit says a win-win outcome is forecast. Yes, emotions are running high, just like I was going through my ascension symptoms. Best believe emotions are running high. I was like, am I being punished for something? Like, I couldn't understand it. Change, but I do feel like there was a huge change within myself. I do feel like I released a lot of the old me, and possibly that's what it was. Forgiveness is coming out over. The energy is gaining momentum. I felt like when things started to ease a little bit, that I felt like a huge sense of forgiveness come over me, because there were, certain situations that happened with people that, I completely cut off, that even, the sight of them or the sound of their voice would annoy me. But I didn't care anymore. So I feel like this is a monumental level of forgiveness, because you completely are done. It's done with all of the old, anything of the old you, old resentments, all of that. I feel like all of that is gone. Possibly even the old blockages. I don't know. I'm just coming out of this ascension symptom phase, and the last card that came out is going forward with you are good enough, right? So I feel like all of the BS that perhaps that we were carrying, that I was carrying, I released that. Bottom of the deck is pleasure. Spirit says, hey, it's up from here. It's up. It's up. It's going up. It's going forward and it's going up. Like, your level of forgiveness. Not that you're going to deal with these people again or anymore, but the level of forgiveness and just forgive and forget type shit. It's like, because they're not going to be a part of what you got going forward. They're not going to be a part of it. Like, you are really in that energy of like, yeah, I'm good enough. I got this. I'm about to make life my bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's on period. Look at that. So, bottom of the deck, surrender your attachments to results, right? Because we're in the age of pleasure, just like Janelle Monáe forecasting. Now I'm ready to go get her album, Age of Pleasure. You know, because when she first came out with that album, she was titties out. Like, we were like, what's going on? I didn't too much care for it because we're so used to Janelle Monáe being prim, proper, fully dressed, and now it's just letting it all hang out. So I feel like perhaps that's possibly the stage that I'm about to step into, or that we're about to step into, the age of pleasure, just letting it all hang out, living and enjoying life to the fullest. The first card out is fear of intimacy, and that's coming out with emotions are running high and change. So I feel like that's perhaps the change that we are experiencing. We are no longer fearing, intimacy with the you are good enough energy here. It says you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Again, like I said, I felt that next level, that ultimate level of forgiveness that just came over me. It's like it's a completely new me. It's what I was feeling. It was painful to get here. It's extremely painful. And then we have surrender to non-action. You can guess what that came out underneath the forgiveness card. It's like you have no more energy for the bullshit. You have no energy for people who are not on your level, people who are, I wouldn't say not on your level, but people who are not in the same mentality as you. It's like you just don't have any energy for it. Like your discernment is on fleek, so you're just not going to give it any of your time, your energy. You just know that you're going to do the work that you need to do to move forward. The energy is gaining momentum. It says now it's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you, and that's on period. The opportunity will present itself, just like the cards were saying in some of the previous reading. And the last surrender card is surrender your ego. And that's coming out underneath you are good enough, okay? And going forward, surrender your ego. Your ego is like a defense mechanism. And last night I pulled the card, your ego is going to show through your work, through your integrity, your honesty, just the pure power and potency of your work, So you are good enough. Your work is good enough. I feel like, again, that you learned a lot. If you did go through ascension symptoms, as I did, or any situation, that you learned a lot from that. And I really do feel I've learned a lot about it, and I learned a lot through it, right? In regards to my field of massage therapy, I feel like I learned a lot going through that. So let's see. Let's get some sacred geometry cards. Ashe. Get a few of these and see what's up. Y'all, I'm so happy to be up and moving. Like, I was incapacitated. Like, I was surviving off of pain pills. I was surviving off of Tylenol. It's like I was popping them every day. So heart chakra has come out in my last reading as well. Beautiful energy. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is Spirit, which is 33. Beneath that is transition. So it's a miracle transition that's been going through. Like, literally, people that care for me was wondering, like, damn, do I need to take her to the hospital? Does she have insurance? What hospital do I need to take her to? But as you see me now, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm full of energy. like I said, I really feel like all of the blockages have been removed, are being removed. Let me say they are being removed. I am going through a transition at this time. So the first card out is compassion with the fear of intimacy. Emotions are running high. Change, you're surrendering your fear of intimacy and embracing more compassion. It says the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Perfect segue into the next card, which is the heart chakra. And I feel like that's the reason why you can give into, or you feel this energy of forgiveness, on the next level. But you're not irritated by certain people. It's just you see things from a higher perspective, right? You're no longer afraid of giving that compassion or fully expressing that compassion within you. Opening up your heart chakra. Says the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. There go that unconditional came out twice. We have unconditional love here in the compassion card, and we have unconditionally love deeply and unconditionally here with the heart chakra. So I felt like you may have went through a certain situation or matter in life where you were forced to, where you are being enabled to love unconditionally. In the previous reading I did last night, unconditional love came out on two separate cards as well. So this is teaching you to love unconditionally without judgment. That's possibly why this next level of forgiveness has come over you, has probably jumped on your back. It was like, get back here, you're not done. You got some more work to do, right? It says its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. And the last sacred geometry card we have is coherence, and it's the frequency of our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind. Like it's all coinciding with each other. Again, with the heart and the mind, it's this mind with the body. Love can flow from source through our heart and into the world, right? So emotions are running high. I feel like we're no longer fearing being intimate, no longer fearing being vulnerable with people, because our work is about to speak for us. Our work is about to speak for us in a way that it hadn't before. All right, so let's get a few more cards out. Running out of space on the table here. So I feel like the collective, we're about to start getting our business affairs in order. So we have let it go with the fear of intimacy. We have detach. Detach has been coming out consistently. Bottom of the deck is connect. It even has the flower of life on it, just like all of the sacred geometry cards. The connect card says you are being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. And underneath that is grounding. I feel that me going through those ascension symptoms and removing those blockages did really help me to ground my energy. And the grounding card did come out in my reading last night as well. So again, let it go is coming out underneath the fear of intimacy. I feel like we are really about to gain meaningful connections. We are really about to gain our soul family. We are really about to work through a lot of the changes in possible relationships that we already have. We have engagement rings, so that you opening up in that way possibly is going to bring in an engagement ring, or then again, just partnerships and unions in ways that we hadn't experienced before. Now we have the detachment card, the detached card. It says you're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on to it too tightly, too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. And remember, we did get surrender your attachments to the results. Underneath that is surrender to rest and sleep. So I possibly need to do that today as well. But it says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So again, that's the heart chakra, coming out with heart chakra, and then the surrender to non-action card. Let others come to you. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be attracting, perhaps people coming to make things right, and with all that you've been through, or all that I've been through, whatever, is going to allow me to, accept them in with compassion. It says the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from the source through our heart into the world. So Spirit wants us to overcome this fear of intimacy so that we can be used for the highest good, so that we can be that vessel that unconditional love can flow through to these people, to humanity, to help heal. Right? Then we have surrender. With the surrender card, we have the chaser. I feel like Spirit is, again, it says, let others come to you. Remember? So I feel like Spirit is saying we can surrender having to chase people. Going forward, we're good enough. We're no longer having to chase people. We're no longer have to tap into our ego as a protective, defense mechanism. The surrender your ego card says cultivate gratitude, be of service to other, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals, right? And then we have coherence, that is the harmonizing of the heart and the mind. And I feel like, again, just like I said, the reading from last night, the ego card came out and basically was saying your ego is going to show through your work via your integrity, your honesty, the heart that you put into it. I just picked up the cards to the heart chakra. So Spirit wants you to lead from your heart. Lead from your heart. It says there's no right or wrong, just more or less aligned. And I feel like you're going to tap into those things that are more aligned, because you're going to allow things to come to you. So it says surrender. You're being asked to let go. Again, all of these cards speak about let go, forgiveness, change, going forward. All of that, all those things require you to let go. Surrendering fear of intimacy, surrendering to non-action. It all requires you to let go. All of these cards speak about coming from the heart chakra. The bottom of the deck, we have addiction, codependency, obsession, and then we have Cupid's arrow underneath that, which speaks about having faith and that love is coming in. Surprise invitation, struck by love. So we are releasing our addiction to, the dark side, as in the negative energies, the unforgiveness. We are surrendering our addiction to having up emotional blocks, because we have emotional block here with the addiction. Like, I feel like all of that is being released. And again, chasing. It says the chaser. The chaser card says fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies as well. We are surrendering that because we know going forward, we know that we are good enough. And we are just content in our own energy. And we're going to allow others to come to us. We're going to attract those things to us. And it's going to be easier for us to attract those things when we have that type of God level of forgiveness, that God level, heart chakra activation. And remember, we had detached here with the sending, the learning, and expansion. Like I said, I was going through ascension symptoms. So those ascension symptoms, with it coming out with detach, I feel like I went through that to help me to detach from those emotional blockages. And it was painful. You know what I'm saying? But the let it go part says you're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Release it and be free. Wow. So we have Eshu. He is the guardian of the crossroads. So he's here helping you, to guide you through the next levels and onto the in the right direction. And no, there's no right or wrong. Exactly, there's no right or wrong, just more or less aligned. There's lessons in each direction that you go. High vibration is coming out over heart chakra. So this detaching and going into this energy of forgiveness is helping you to ascend, surrendering to non-action. This is high vibrational energy. High vibrational energy. And then we have wolf and sheep clothing coming out with coherence. We're surrendering our ego. So we don't fear. We're not fear. Going forward, we're good enough. We're strong enough. We're not fearing wolves in sheep clothing anymore. We're surrendering that. The surrender card says you're being asked to let go your need to control each part of your life. You can't control wolves in sheep clothing. We're being surrender your ego. You don't have. Spirit says, I got you. I got you. Your heart is aligning with your mind. You are allowing yourself to be a vessel. You can go into the hoods, just like Jesus. Jesus didn't stick around the Pharisees and all the people who claimed to have it together. No, he went into the hood. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't afraid to connect with those people, because that's where change is needed and where change can be had, when you can bring compassion to those people and that energy, the people that most would like to disregard. So you're no longer fearing wolves in sheep clothing. Your coherence is on point. The harmony between your heart and your mind is on point, right? It says the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimum ability to create the reality we desire. You can create the reality you desire no matter what type of person or people that you encounter, right? So again, the surrender card says you're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Let go of your need to control. Surrender to the universe. The chaser. We're no longer chasing control and trying to feel like we're in control, because we know we're in tune with the universe. So with confusion, it's coming out, with the fear of intimacy. So we're releasing that fear of intimacy because it's confusing. It's confusing. You want intimacy, but then you don't. You're afraid. We're releasing all of that. We're letting it go. We have waiting in vain. Spirit says it's not in vain. High vibration, you know, you're no longer waiting in vain. You're no longer waiting on people to help or to come to you for forgiveness. You're forgiving them. You surrender to none action. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Like I said, you're allowing others, those who are supposed to come to you, will come. You know, it says you're no longer waiting for people to see your pure heart living out. I don't know what I wrote there, but it says, and having your birthright. High vibration. You're claiming your birthright via your heart chakra. You are claiming your birthright. And that's on period. You're claiming your birthright. And I just got emotional block here. Energy vampires. But we have unexpected joy with the wolf in sheep clothing. Exactly. Your presence may help these people. Libra at the bottom of the deck. That's that balanced energy. So I feel like this is bringing more of a Libran energy to the collective, more of a balanced energy, more of a non-biased energy, just positivity, pleasure, win-win outcome is forecast. Surrender attachments to the results. Do all that you can and let go. Holding too tightly can sabotage it. Holding too tightly won't allow miracles to come in as well. Holding on too tightly to attachments prevents you from truly connecting with people, you know, and you're in need of this right now. It says, you know, whatever hurt and pain that kept you from connecting to people is hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life holding on to that negativity. So this is a time to release that. Release your addiction to holding on to the pain, the resentment, you know, and I feel like that, detaching from that, and that's going to allow you to ascend, to transcend, and to prepare for union, to prepare for a new phase, you know, and surrendering that chaser side of you. You no longer have to chase. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful, beautiful, balanced energy. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna pull out some tarot, but we'll let this be the message. This is gonna be it. So again, family, thank you so much. I hope that helped you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.